Hey everyone, and welcome back to the map. This practice is going to be um, a little challenging, nothing too intense. We'll build into it, making our way from grounded poses into some standing poses, but nice and slow, building that connection with the body. To begin with, we're going to start in this seated position. Whatever comfortable seat works best for you. And of course, as usual, if you need, prop yourself up on a pillow or bolster or a yoga block. To start, let's close down the eyes if we're comfortable to do so. Wriggle into the body. And then if it suits, take left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Beginning to tune into the flow of breath. Beginning to breathe deeper, feeling that expansion through the ribs, through the belly. Nice, long, deep, nourishing breaths. And just noticing what that feels like to observe the breath. And maybe as you hold your attention on your breath and being curious here, you begin to notice parts of your body that are holding tension that you can soften. Maybe connecting a little deeper within your physical body, sitting up a little taller as we breathe space into the body, rounding down a little deeper as we soften and exhale the breath. And gently, as we begin to move, hands can either stay here on the body or you can relax them down to the legs or your sides. We'll drop the chin down to the chest, have that length through the spine, and just ever so gently and smoothly with your breath, beginning to sway the chin left to right, right to left. When that feels complete, meet back with the chin to the chest. Breathe in, find more length through the spine. And slowly stack the head. Release the hands and just begin to shake out the hands, the arms. Allow that movement to just be in the body. And then reaching the arms wide all the way up to the sky, maybe looking up at the fingertips. And as we breathe out, relax them back down. Two more like that. Lots of energy through the arms. Gaze can move with the arms. We look up as the hands rise, and we bring the gaze back down as the hands soften. Hands rest on the floor. Shake out into the body. Hands sweep all the way up once more. Find a twist. Left hand across the body. In our twist, connect with those deep abdominals, supporting us here in our twist. Allowing still for deep, long, slow breaths. Release, hands to the sky. Belly guides us over to the left. We find our twisted position here. Soften the knees. Tall, long spine. Releasing arms back to the sky. And then they fold down behind us. Fingers in or out, just there for support. Find length through the spine and begin to rock hips left to right, right to left. And just being explorative with this movement. So you can press into the front line of the body as much as you need. Maybe the head moves. We meet with towards the right, so we're into the right leg. 90-degree angle through both knees if we can. Back leg can go straight if there's discomfort there. From here, connection to the belly, ground down through the hips, and we'll begin to fold our upper body over that front leg. We come down into a rested position. If you would like a little rock from side to side, that can be nice. If you want to make your way into stillness and find that connection with your breath, that is also an option. Check in with the legs, the knees in particular. Feet can be flexed to help support the knees. If you need to put a prop underneath either knee or make adjustments, take them. Okay to be with discomfort, but we don't want to cause ourselves unnecessary pain. Our yoga practice should be a place for exploration, but also a safe place. So just tuning in and taking what you need here. One more nice long breath in and release it completely. We begin to peel the body up. Take the legs over to the other side. Again, find that length first, that space, and we'll fold forward here. Slowly peeling the body up. Knees to the sky. And just pausing here for a moment. Feet are wherever we're comfortable with, maybe a little bit wider than mat distance. Hands are there still for support. Going to take the right ankle on top of the left knee. I like to lift my bum a little bit, create space. If you've got the mobility there without lifting, feel free to do so. We're lowering the hips back down. If that's too much, you take that left foot away. This might be all that we have today. Just exploring, feeling into those sensations of stretch, trying to keep that control through the belly, that length through the spine. See, I'm not rounded down or the shoulders aren't hunching around my ears. Let's keep that activity through the body. We're creating space. The neck is free from tension. And then gently switching sides, we release. Left ankle to the right knee, however it is you need to get there. Maybe this side is easier, maybe it's harder and you need to take a different variation. We're listening to our bodies on our mats today. And gently releasing. Cross the ankles, we come over into a tabletop position. We're on hands and knees. Spread the fingers, press the mat away. Press the hands into the mat. So we're finding resistance there. Nice active bellies will roll through some spinal movement. Could be as simple as your cat-cow, flexion and extension. Could be a little bit more rhythmical and organic movement. Exploring and being curious here. Few more rounds of breath. If we are making circles, making sure that we're going both ways with our body. And then finding some stillness. Hands walk forward slightly, tuck the toes, lift up for a downward dog. Straight away, finding some movement that feels right for you. Spread the hands, press that floor away nice and evenly. Connect to your breath. All right, finding stillness for a round of breath. Breathing down into your belly and releasing. Right knee is coming forward. We find a low lunge. Sorry, this is my left. Left knee forward. Right knee melts down to the floor. Hands frame that front foot. Find length through the spine. Open the chest. We shift the hips back. Finding length, maybe a little movement. Shifting back into our lunge. That back leg is going to kick off the mat. Left hand, either elbow to the left knee or left hand to the ground. Right fingertips are reaching up to sky. So we're opening the body to the side here. Press the hips forward, connect with the abdominals. Breathe in. Maybe you're set up in stillness here. Maybe you want some circles with that right arm. Be full circles or semicircles. Exploring movement. Okay, from here, wherever we are, we find stillness with that top arm reaching up. It's going to pull us all the way up, become the bottom arm, and we find some length through that left side leg. Left arm's reaching tall. We're not collapsing into that right shoulder. And then if there's room to do so, sweep that left arm past the ear. Length through the side body. Let the head be soft. Let the face be soft. Breathing deeply. Top hand's going to pull us all the way up. We bend back into that knee. Hands come back to the front. And we're back in this lunge position with the left leg still in front. Tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee, step forward into a forward fold position here. Soften the knees a lot. Let the ribs melt down to the tops of the thighs. And let's have a little sway from side to side. We find stillness. Big bend through the knees, press down through the feet, peel your body up. Head comes up last, roll those shoulders back. Little shake. Arms sweep up, find that energy here and come down. We breathe out all the way down into our forward fold. Melting here. Left leg will step back. We meet in a lunge, right knee forward, left knee on the mat. Hands frame that front foot. So all that on this side. Find that length here. Awareness drops into sensations through the body, what we're feeling, where we can adjust. Hips sweep back, we find our half splits. Try and keep those hips square. Softness through the body where we can. Back to the lunge. Back leg kicks off the mat. We find that supported side angle position. So it's either right elbow to the right knee, right hand to the inside of that right foot. Left arm reaches up. Again, invitation for that movement here. We meet with the fingertips reaching to the sky. Top hand pulls us up. We find this length through the right side of the body. Maybe the right fingers reach straight up to the sky. Maybe we open up a little more, hand reaches past the ear. We're looking for length through the side body, connection with the abdominals. Top hand pulls us all the way up and we twist ourselves back into our lunge. Tuck those back toes, lift up off the back knee. Find that strength through the legs here. We step forward. We meet in our forward fold. Again, room for some movement, swaying through the body. Maybe even have like a little bounce through the legs. Let the upper body bounce and move freely. And then we meet in stillness. Spread the toes, connect down with that earth. Bend the knees, peel the body up. All the way up, head comes up last, shoulders roll back. Big breath in, we sweep the hands up. And we breathe out to a forward fold. Find our halfway lift, either fingertips to the floor or the shins. We look for length through the back and the back of the legs. Breathing here, feeling that stability as we connect with the feet, grounding down into the earth. Melt down, bend the legs, plant the hands, step back for our plank. You can drop down to your knees already, or we can hold here for a moment, press the earth away, build some strength. Everybody drop their knees, keep the hips high, chest, chin come down to the floor. We pull through for our cobra. Let's have a little rock here. Sway the hips left to right, right to left, keeping that activity through the upper body, through the back. Shoulders are not hunched around the ears. Wonderful. We find stillness. Round of breath here. Spread the fingers. Connect hands to the earth. Tuck the toes. Peel back for our downward dog. Few rounds of breath here. Movement or stillness. Option is yours. Finding that breath. Nice, long, even breathing. Last full breath in and out. All right, let's bring the left foot forward. This time we're going to stay up off we're going to come into our standing position so that back knee is lifted. If you want to move through that same thing again, you could probably do it down on the ground. Otherwise, we're here. So we're left leg forward, back leg long, heel is lifted. Bend into that back knee. Look for that length and space through the back of the lower back. Reach the arms up, shoulders down away from the ears. Connecting here, finding that balance. And then dropping back heel to the ground, we open the hips out to the side. In our warrior two, sinking down into those knees, knee tracking over that front foot. If we look down, we can see the big toe. The legs are active. Breathing here. Left elbow to the left knee. The space is there. We can come down to the ground. But we want that space. We want that rotation through the torso and the hips. So we're out to the side. We're not crunching. There's space here. Breathe here. Find that stability, that strength. Top hand's going to pull us all the way up. Knees stay nice and bent till we get back to our warrior two. Find that reverse warrior. Right hand down that back leg. Legs stay as they are. They're nice and strong. We keep that bend in the front knee. Open through that side body. Top hand brings us forward. We begin to straighten both legs. Moving into our Trikonasana. Front fingers pull us forward. We're bending from that hip crease. Tipping here. Hand can support on the leg if we need. Otherwise, belly's nice and active. While we're supporting the upper body here, we also want to be thinking about that rotation through the spine, that space. Top hand pulls us up. Embrace the wobbles, back into that knee. And as we twist to hands frame the foot to the ground, we lift the back heel. Let's step front foot forward, forward fold. Hang out here, come back to your breath. Maybe you're feeling a bit of warmth, energy flow through the body. Big bend through the knees. Let's roll all the way up. Hands sweep up to the sky. We come back down into our forward fold position. Full breath out, don't rush it. As we breathe in, we find our halfway lift. So remember, fingertips to the floor or to the shins. As we melt down, we step back to our plank. Knees can drop straight to the floor, or we can work deeper into that full plank. Everyone drops their knees. We want chest and chin down. Pull through for our cobra. Bellies are nice and active. Take movement if it calls to you. Take stillness if you need it. Tuck the toes. We shift the hips back. Rise up for our downward dog. Breathing here. Connection to that breath. When we're ready, right knee's coming forward. Right foot's coming forward. We find our high lunge. I've got a block here. I'm going to show you this side with a block just to show you how we can create a bit more space using the prop. So we're in our high lunge. Arms are up. As we lift the arms up, think about those bottom ribs pulling down, top hips pulling forward. We don't want to be here. Let's active through the belly. Connect with your body. Breathing here. Drop that back heel, open up for our warrior two. Legs are active. Again, think about the belly working to find that length through the spine. Breathing deeply. Opening the chest wide. Fingertips, we're coming into that side angle. So we can come forward a little bit through those fingertips. Either the elbow is to the knee, or we can take the hand to the floor, or somewhere in between, and we can use our blocks. Bring the floor to you. So this can create a little bit more space through the body having a block. It doesn't matter if you can touch the floor or not. Sometimes using those props just helps that rotation and helps you feel into the shape a little differently. So tune in where you need to be, take which option you need. Top hand pulls us up. We come back to that warrior two, ground down through the feet, back hand to the back leg, reverse warrior. Look for that length through the side ribs there. Top hand pulls us up. We move through our warrior two to straighten the legs. We fingertips really pull us forward from this hip crease. We tip. Again, you find shin, floor, or the block can be so helpful here. Having that little bit of support really can help me pull those ribs up towards the ceiling. Find that connection with the belly. Ground down through the feet, so the floor is there to support us. Top hand pulls us up as we rotate. Back heel lifts, hands frame that front foot. Block moves out the way if we've got one, and we step forward back to our forward fold. Begin to just pedal out the legs here. And we'll bend down to come all the way to the floor. Let's keep the right leg long, left foot in. It doesn't matter how close we are into the body, just somewhere in that we're comfortable with. Have that connection with the belly. The chest is forward over that long leg. Foot is flexed into the sky. We're active here, not just there making shapes. We're we're feeling into the body and adjusting accordingly. The right hand is going to come to the inside of the right leg and begin to open the left arm out and open. Find that rotation here. The right arm can have that resistance on the right leg, but make it even. So right arm's pressing into the right leg is pressing into the arm. From here, back hand's going to pull us up, support down on the ground, right arm's lifting up, find this length here. Maybe the hips press forward and we open up through the front line of the body a little more. We come down with control, rotate our torso so that we are over that right leg and begin to walk the hands forward into a forward fold. If we've got the hands to the foot, that's fine, just so long as we're not creeping the shoulders around the ears. Find that length through the spine here. Find that connection to your breath. Slowly peel the body up. We take both legs out in front and give them a good shake. Left leg stays long, right leg comes in. Feel into the body, connection to the belly, ground down through the seat, length through the spine. Legs are active. Left leg's out in front, left arm is out in front to the inside of that left leg. Right arm opens up. Use your abdominals here. Find that space. Top hand pulls us forward, finds the floor. Left hand lifts up to the sky. We open the chest, maybe pressing hips forward. We lift the hips. Really finding some space here. We lower down with control all the way back in front, lined up with that front leg. We begin to fold and melt the upper body forward. And let there be some form of softness here. We can be feeling into the stretch actively, but we're winding down. So seeing if we can invite softness through the face, through the upper body. And we slowly peel ourselves up. Both legs go long, just on the mat as needed. We come down to our backs. Straight into some circles with the knees. One way and then the other. When that feels complete, we bring the knees into the chest. Arms can fall out to the sides and the legs drop to the right for make it a very gentle twist. Let the legs fall as they are. We're winding down. We're beginning to signal to the body that it's okay to soften. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to rest. If it feels good for your body, you can take hands to rest on the torso as well. We come back up, legs through center, adjusting to twist in the other direction. Setting up. We find that softness in this shape. And we slowly come back to our backs, setting up for our Shavasana. So take the legs long, maybe a little rock from side to side. Tuck the shoulders under. Arms, feet can fall out to the sides. Maybe you want to rest the hands on the body. Softening into your breath. Letting go of any effort here. And just allowing yourself to release and soften and get nice and heavy with each exhalation. There's no need to rush our time here. This is exactly where you need to be. slowly we begin to deepen our breath. We begin to invite movement into the body. Could be wriggles through the fingers and the toes, the feet. Could even be to run the fingers up and down along the body, just getting that sense of your space, sense of your body, coming back into your physical space. Maybe even a nice big stretch with the arms overhead. Whatever it is that you need here, we roll over to our side. And gently press all the way back up to our comfortable seat. I invite you to finish your practice as we started, with one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Length through the spine, jaw soft. Before we finish and move on with the rest of our day, offering yourself that gratitude for practicing, getting on your mat, or giving yourself a moment here. Wonderful. And when we're ready, you can slowly begin to flutter the eyes open. Take in your space. Maybe a smile creeps onto your face as we think about all the things that we are grateful for and all of the wonder and beauty in the world. That's always there. We just need to have the eyes to see it. Thank you so much for joining in with me and moving with me. As always, I love to hear from you. So subscribing, liking and sharing the videos. Drop me a comment to let me know how you go and what you would like to see in the future. And thank you so much for moving with me. I'll see you next time.